Good afternoon, I'm John O'Flaherty, the B3 Burner, and today we're going to examine the song While My Guitar Gently Weeps by the Beatles. Now there are several ways to play this song. You can play simple chords and accompany yourself playing guitar or playing any instrument. The other thing you can do, which I'm going to do, is outline the melody in the chords, which you will see me do. And the third way of playing it is to simply lay down the chords like you're playing a guitar or a piano and sing along. For simplicity's sake, I want to show you the basic chords. So those of you who just want the chords real quick and want to be on your way doing it yourself, you don't have to watch the whole video. So here we go. So here we go, these are the chords. I'll go through this. I mean, you can pause it and figure it out yourself if you want, or wait for me to go through it right now. Everything above the solid line, horizontal line, is part of the verses or the head. And these chords below the solid line are the change. This song is in two distinct different keys, A minor, in the key of A minor in the verse, and steps the third up a half step to A major in the change. Notice that the first and third lines are repetitious, only the second and the fourth are different. The E major at the end is the 5 of the A and sets itself up for the turnaround, which then goes to A major. So we start off with an A minor, go to a G sus2. I'll show you on the piano or on the organ in a bit what that looks like. For all intents and purposes, you could substitute that G sus2 for a simple G major. Then the next one is a D major with an F sharp in the bass. Your bass line is diminishing A to G to F sharp to F. So the bass matches the chords in all instances except where I show the division, D major, F sharp in the bass, which creates an interesting tension. It's very important that it's there, then goes to the F. Then the second half of that first cadence is A minor to a definite G major to a proper D major without an F sharp in the bass, D major with a D in the bass to an E major. Now we go through the third line again with the A minor, the G sus2, the D major with an F sharp in the bass and an F. If I don't specify minor, it's F major. Now this is where it's different in the fourth line, A minor to G major, almost the same as the second, except now it goes to a C major to an E major. And that E major is the same as the E major up here. The fourth and the second are the same with the last chords, but that C major is the third chord in the sequence, is different. Then it goes to the A major, C sharp minor, because C sharp is part of the A major scale, to an F sharp minor, to a B minor, to an E major. That E major is a 5-chord turnaround. It's used quite frequently. And then times 2 means repeat the whole sequence. Remember, if you're articulating the melody line, it's going to be different. And I'll show you what inversions I use these chords in. You can choose to follow my recommendation or do what you feel is best. I will quick hum along with these chords. Da 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 da. Da 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 na 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 da na na da 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 da, while my guitar gently weeps. And do I dare sing this part? I don't know the words, but I don't know why you never told me. Da da na na da 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 da, and it repeats that. Notice that the F sharp minor and the B minor hold twice as long, or these two over here. E major goes fairly quickly. Okay, so that's looking at just the chords on paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to back away, put the camera to the tripod, and I will actually show you what I'm doing on Hammond organ. Okay, so now that you've seen the chords, we're going to use the keyboard for visual reference. Different people learn different ways, right? Some people, and that's why I did this first, just want to see the notes on paper real quick, down and dirty. Hey, you don't have to explain things to me. Just show me the chords. I'll figure it out myself. And they didn't need much explanation. I myself kind of need to see it in action. And so this is going to be that. If I just were to outline the chords and worry about outlining the melody line over the chords later, it's A minor, G major, D major with an F sharp in the bass, F major, then A minor, G major, D major, and E major I play in second inversion and double the fifth. Again, A minor, G major, D major, F major, A minor, G major. Now here comes your C major, C major, E major. Now the change. A major, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, hold it twice as long. B minor, hold it, it's just an E major. Repeat it. A major, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, F sharp minor, hold it twice as long. Then B minor, hold it twice as long. E major, walk up. Then back to the beginning. A minor to G major, real quick, turn around. D major with an F sharp in the bass. There's your F sharp. We'll go through the bass momentarily. To an F. Then A minor. A minor. G major. D major. E major. Then A minor. G major. D major with an F sharp in the bass. F major. A minor, G major, C major, E major. Now that A minor that it starts with, and I'll start off just playing the top. The A minor almost starts as an inverted power fifth. An E and an A. So there's your A minor. You kind of walked up to it. It didn't start off immediately on it. Here's your G sus2. Why is it a G sus2? Because I'm playing the A next to the G. It's inverted, so you don't recognize it as that, but if that's a G major, that's the fourth, that's the sus4, but the A, a whole step away from the root, the G is the root, is the sus2, but it's an inverted sus2. But we're going to walk away from it very quickly, but we are playing a G in the bass. Now in that case, it did walk up to a sus4. So a lot of these are ghost notes, they're passing notes. We're going through them so quick you almost don't see them. Pay attention to the inversions, they are important because if you want to walk the melody line within the chords, where you're positioned on the keyboard is going to be extremely difficult if you pick the wrong inversion. I would pick somewhere to end it, maybe on an A minor chord. If I'm not singing the song, which I don't plan on doing, I'm just going to play an instrumental version. What am I going to want to end it on? I'm not going to want to end it on a 5 chord, the E major. So what I'll probably do and just end it on an A minor. Now the bass. Pretty easy stuff. Except for that F sharp that goes with the D major. It's A, G, F sharp, F, then the second line, A, G, D, E. Third line is a repeat of the first, A, G, F sharp, F, A, G, C, E. Then the change, no surprises here. A, C sharp, F sharp, hold it twice as long, B, hold it twice as long, E. Repeat. A, C sharp, F sharp, hold it twice as long, B, hold it twice as long, E. Then back up to the top of the head or the next verse. If I wanted to double the bass, I could. A, G, F sharp, F. Sounds a little more sinister. D, E. Let's go over the melody line by itself and then figure out why we're applying the melody line over the chords and setting up our inversions the way we are. And if I mess up the melody line, I'm sorry, I'll tell you where I messed it up and we'll repeat it. Ta-da! Second line, no, third line. Fifth line of the change. It sounds very plain, just the melody line by itself. That's why I insist on articulating the chords with it. There comes your A minor. It starts off as an A5 inverted, but as soon as I walk up to the C, it has now become a bona fide A minor. In fact, you could make an argument for the fact that when I walk up to the B, that's an A sus2. G sus2, there's your G, there's your G sus4 inverted. When I finish that F, I would drop back down to A minor with a second inversion instead of going up here. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to get myself trapped up there and quick have to run it back down this way. So let's go to the beginning again. There we go. Now the third line. There's your E major to turn around. Now the whole song transfers full bona fide key change. A major, and I would play it with the E in the root, which is second inversion. Then jump way up with your hand to C sharp minor. Jump back real quick to root position. So we're doing two root positions there. That's why you're holding that F sharp minor chord 2 measures, or an extra, I don't know if it's 2 extra measures, but it's like twice as long as the A major and the C sharp minor, because you're doing all that extra stuffs in there. Putting extra bits in there. B minor. You start off with B minor first inversion and step up to a B minor second inversion, all while articulating the melody line, because the melody line stretches you up here where my ring finger and pinky are. And if you don't jump, you can't do it. Then E major. You can either hold your thumb on the E and your index finger on the A, E, F, G, G sharp, and just walk with the ring finger and the pinky, or the middle finger and the pinky. Now repeat. Then back to the A minor. Then fourth line. Then the turnaround again, but we're not going to do it for brevity's sake. E major to A minor. Now the final thing we want to do to put all this together is with the bass. I want you to listen how that D major works with that F sharp in the bass. If I just went A minor, major with a D in the bass. It works. It's going to work on the second line, but that F sharp creates an interesting, almost Renaissance or a very English churchy sound. I like it. It works. Now let's kick in some chorus and some Leslie just to make it interesting. You can do your own sort of walking, like I went, yeah, da 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 da, or you can play it plain, however you want to do it. Or this. I kind of like that because it adds a little bit more rhythm to it. There's no rhythm going on in the bass. So maybe we need to sort of liven up the melody line in the right hand just a little bit so that so we're doing something. So let's review what we've done. We've shown the chords first, then second, we've played the chords and shown them on the keyboard. Third, we played the single finger melody line by itself. Then we articulated the single finger melody line over the chord progression so that we were kind of doing both at the same time. It was a hybrid. And then at some point in the middle, I showed the bass by itself, and then I did the whole thing by itself. So that's pretty much it right there. And that's While My Guitar Gently Weeps by the Beatles. Next video I'm going to share with you is me performing the song with the camera at a different angle where you can see me playing as opposed to instructing. That's it. I hope you got something out of this, and I'll talk to you later. B3 Burner, John O'Flaherty saying goodbye for now.